Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome back to my Let's Play of Motorsport Manager PC Career Mode. We are using Velan Racing as our team and we are in Season 9 and we have done 11 races. So next up is Singapore. Now if you are a regular viewer of my series, you know this is my least favorite track and we never do well here. Rain, dry, even when we had a good car, never been able to do well here. I'm pretty sure, but we've never even managed a podium here. So this is not going to go well. That's the point. And it's also not wet. So what can you do? But hopefully it rains a bit in Australia. And yeah, let's just get this over with. Vancouver, car condition update, Tanakuchi. Let's look at the interview. Which is your better driver? Ah, shit. Okay, being honest there. Let's see. Pit crew. Do we need to change anything? 60. The guys in the 60s, we could change them over. So we could use Makhnoff. He's made a mistake, but I suppose he won't make it again. Otherwise, we'll fire him. And 74, 79. D Nussbaum. Okay, let's swap him for this guy. Yeah, and our fixing guys are a bit tired looking. So let's see if we have anybody fresher. This guy is 18, so he's not good at other things. So we'll swap him for 53. And yeah, he's only 53, sorry. So that's the guy we just swapped. 19, but he's good on tires. Okay, let's just swap him for now. Front jack, how are the jacks looking? 80, 72. 72 is pretty good, but do we have anybody who's in better shape? Not really. He's a 75. Okay, let's just give him okay, I think pit crew sorted. Let's see if we can hire somebody decent. But this guy looks very good. 18, 18, 18, 17, 16 as well. Yeah, we're definitely getting him. Even though his stamina isn't great. Now, I think I've decided to fire a few people since we've got this guy. Who should we fire? See, this guy's only good for tire repairs. I mean fixing. And fixing, we already have these two guys. And we don't fix the cars anyway, so we'll fire him. We need to keep our running costs down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in backup recovery, and we have another 2, 4, 6 to 8, so 14 staff members. I think, yeah, we are pretty good. We are second best on the grid, as they say, behind Steinman. So yeah, can't complain. Race management 16, financial 17, loyalty 20. Yeah, loyalty, we are very loyal. We have not changed jobs. We have been financial, we were good, but because we've been running in the negative for the last 2 seasons, that has reduced that a bit. Okay, let's see. Car repair done. Good job, boys. Next up, what have you done? Front wing. Oh yeah, we're building a pair of front wings. Now these are very high quality front wings and there are a pair of them. So now the problem is they are low risk parts. So there is a low chance of rule break, but it's still there. And the question is, if we put them on the cars and go for them, if they get banned, we are in big trouble. Because we have spent a lot of money on building these parts. I think they were 1.8 million. So my intention was a risky parts for next season. That way we can have a good set of front wings at the start. So let's just get these sorted and we'll head over to Singapore. And maybe because Singapore is a track that needs a good front wing, it could be useful here, but I'm not willing to take a risk because the low risk we might get away with it, but I still rather, just because I don't want to spend more money on parts, because we might not have the money to build parts. See, our part is 15, 22, 15 something. Hang on, what was the part? 15, 22, 15, 78 maximum. If we can make something even better, then I might consider it. Let's say low speed corners during race. Low speed corner 65, red zone minus 20%. It's very expensive though for each good component. So let's say just focus on performance. We'll sort out the reliability and stuff later. So 25 on corners, 30 on corners, 40 to max. If we go 30, let's say 40 is 1552 with a maximum of, can't see these purple numbers, 1569, and produce an additional part for no extra cost. Build time, reliability, red zone, consistency. So if we select this is slightly better, but we don't have, overall the other part is better. This would cost us 1.8 million. We'll have a set of wings. If can we actually get better than that? That's the question. If we add 20 to max instead, and it's still the same. So I don't think we can actually make a better part. So yeah, that is fine. That is the best we can make, it seems. Money is very tight, but I think we should probably start looking at other parts as well. The wings are cheaper, so we are trying to get the wings done. Rio de Janeiro, we could use a good set of rear wings. There's plenty of time as well. So if we just go with a 25 to max, 25 to max, 25 red zone 1, 5 speed corners 40, no, just during qualifying, 20 to max, 5 speed corners 40 to max, 40, and we'll go with 1 day less to build it. If you build it, they will come. Because we are pushing our luck with the money situation. We are up to minus nearly 5 million. Okay, they've built the rear wing as well, pretty quickly in fact. Report on upcoming race. Okay, let's see. Singapore, 37 laps, 2.63 miles, 108. Sunday, 35% rain. No, it's not going to rain. Maybe, but I don't see any drops, so I don't think so. Brakes are important, okay. The rear wing is finished. Let's check the rear wing. Hang on, we're checking the rear wing. Okay, let's see the rear wing. 1432, 1468. It's actually not that great. The previous one was better, number wise. Yeah, so this was a bit of a waste. We'll leave it for now, because it should unlock the next slot, which should make life a bit easier. This is locked because I don't think we have the factory upgraded, so we can only make slightly better parts. 40, we can go with very high risk parts. Yeah, this would be better, and we would have a pair of them. Then this is probably the best we can make. It would be very risky though, and we won't be able to use them. So we'll just see if we can make this, because money is getting tight. Nah, we can't go anymore. Okay, the chairman has just put her foot down, so we'll have to get some money in first. Okay, we are getting money in, so we might be able to do it. So let's just wait for another sponsor, and then we'll get started on the rear wing. Okay, what have we got? Track practice. One of my contacts just told me there's an open slot on Taylor bit of practice. I would get some quality time. Choice. So what do you think? 1 million. Wow. Let's just see what the sponsor situation is. Come on, guys. We need some money. Fourth or above, sixth or above, sixth or above. It's unlikely we'll get even sixth or above. So let's go with the one who's paying us the most. Thank you. Now the question is, do we spend the money on the front wing or make him an expert on Tondela? Tondela is another one where we struggle. Also his broken neck means he isn't going to race anyway, so yeah, go for it. I think this works out. He'll be going there with his dodgy neck and getting better at that track. Meanwhile, Marlene and Cristiano should be able to look after things here. Rafael Rodriguez of it. I don't care. I don't know. The first time I heard his name. Okay, yeah, you go to Portugal, and Gustavo Cruises will be our sponsor. Okay, high tire wear, very high fuel burn. No rain. High tire wear, so we'll have to use the harder tires. Medium compound, so we probably need 3 stops on this, possibly. Because we'll have to stop twice if I'm not mistaken, and we'll have to end up staying on the medium tire. Unless it's not that bad and we need 1. We'll need 2 for quali, 1 for practice. 1 for practice, 2 for the race, maybe even 3 for the race. We could even use a soft for the last stint if possible. Yeah, let's go for it. You're probably not going to do well, but even if we can pick up points, that would be a good result. Damage limitation, that's the word. Not lose too many points to the team behind, which is Panther Racing. Yeah, Panther Racing, I don't know if they're good or bad, but their drivers, I think, are letting them down. Last season they had Lipponen, who has been a good driver, so he scored a lot of points. He even won them a race. This year they're behind us. Kitano Racing have been a lot more consistent. Their drivers are better, although Hashimoto is aggressive on the tires. Yeah, Singapore. Yeah, I wish they had made this into a night thing. It would have been interesting. Okay, let's start with the weight stripping. So this goes down to 75. This is a very high demanding circuit. So engine, let's go 65. After last weekend's engine exploding, let's be a bit more careful. 60. Gearbox is crucial. I'll keep it at 79. And suspension 60. I think that is better. So 60, 80. We can go 75 here. Okay, we'll risk it with the gearbox and go 74. Because I like to keep it at 70, 67. Okay, we'll keep the engine a bit better. Okay, I think we should be okay with this. We've only had 1 failure, so hopefully it's not a common thing. Okay, so let's see how many laps she can get on these tires. 18 to 20, so this is a 37 lap race. So let's say instead of 18 she gets let's say 16. 16 times 2 would be 32, and then 5. Let's say she goes for 15 instead. So 30 laps plus another 7. Can we do 7 on the super softs? Yes, she can do that. So we could actually use the super softs. Let's see what we have from last year. Probably not good. Although track isn't particularly long, so we may have... Okay, we have 2 from Cristiano. I don't know if we saved 1 for Marlene or not. If Marlene was... Oh, there are more here. So why do we have so many from... Is it from an earlier season? Where did it go? There was a Singapore, 2 Singapore. These 2 are from 23. Used during practice. Cristiano. So we saved a lot from Cristiano. and there are another 1, 2, 3, 4 from Marlene. There's a lot of tracks. Now the question is, which is the okay, let's go with this one. Yeah, her form is a bit down. Okay, let's see how many laps he can do. 18 to 20 on the hard, 13 to 15, 9 to 11. So he might not be able to do the... Yeah, well, then we'll put him on the softs in that case. Okay, setup. Where is setup for Cristiano? We'll have to delete all these to make sure we get this right. Clean this up a bit. Okay, cars are all set up for practice. I'll see you guys after practice. Welcome back. Practice done. A very good session for us. We got 3 excellence on Cristiano, 2 excellence and a great on Marlene. Yeah, and no rain, nothing. Everything was about as smooth as possible. 3 level 3s on both the tires as well as the quali and race session. Yeah, pretty uneventful. Okay, quali is dry as expected. Now what would be a realistic target? Again, if cars can get inside the top 10, I will be very happy. Okay, so super softs. Okay, setups, as you can see, just couldn't get downforce to excellent, but otherwise everything was spot on. Okay, lap isn't particularly long here, so okay, let's just go out early and see if we can do something. Because traffic is a problem on this track, so it's just a bit difficult. Already you can see. Okay, Marlene has started a lap, and for the most part it looks like she has a decent clear track. I mean, clear enough, I guess. Cristiano on the other hand has got a car right with him. The yellow car will definitely be losing time as long as he doesn't let the car go. 1.7 off the pace for Marlene, and Cristiano is 1.3. So Marlene is 4/10 slower. Cristiano is in form right now. 7 and 12. Yeah, I would be happy if we finish like this. If one of the cars is inside the top 10. 8 now. Okay. Yeah, he's up to 8. If he can maintain that, that's not a bad result now. Marlene can get better somehow. We'll send her now, just hoping that she might find some clear track. No, it looks like there are a lot of people. Cristiano, there's a lot of people here. Okay, buddy, let's go. Now, what did I do? She was coming in anyway. No, I pressed the wrong button on the wrong car. No, oh man, we messed up her lap. This was a flying lap. I told her to come in. I don't know if that messed it up or not. Yeah, she hasn't improved. Ooh, that was a mess. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, Marlene. You are down to 10th. You also need to improve, man. At least he started the lap. He's not improving. I don't think anybody is improving, so he'll stay 10th, but wouldn't mind if he can improve a little bit. No. Oh man, we messed up Marlene's lap, and I don't know if she was going to improve or not, but at least Cristiano has got us the money by taking the car in 10th place. Can't really... I've been making a few mistakes. Okay, let's see what we can do in the race. Probably not much. I'll be happy if we can stay 10th. No chance. Yeah guys, start with the medium tires, and if we get a chance we'll use the soft. Car setup is fine. Tire choice, we go with the mediums for the first stint, because this will also hurt us badly, because cars, if they get ahead of us, this is a narrow track, overtaking is not possible. But at the same time, if we can get past a few people at the start, I'll just let them push a bit, because we have the luxury of pushing. We can't do a one stop, so we have to do two stints anyway, two stops I mean. If they can get ahead of a few people, it will be hard to overtake here. Hopefully that could help. No, Cristiano. No, man, you're falling backwards at the start. No, he's not done a good job. Marlene is right beside him now. Yes, a bad start. 13 and 15. Yeah, it looks bad. And it is bad, let's be honest. Push on the fuel, guys, push on the fuel. See, apart from Barthélemy, everybody else is on faster tires in front of us, so it's not that surprising. But you see people getting past us quite easily. Even the yellow, I don't know, maybe we should have used the softer tires and stopped more, since we are stopping more. See, Marlene is quicker than him at this point. Yeah, I don't know this boy, he's not consistent enough. Yeah, this will be a boring race. We should try and do something else for Singapore, because our strategies never work. I think what I need to do is, instead of focusing on going long, our usual strategy, go on the softer compound and pit 3 times. So what I could do is, I'll have to remember this, but next season we could bring more middle tires, the softer tires, and since we are stopping 2 times anyway, we take full advantage of, instead of going, we could do that in this one as well. Get more time out of these tires, and yeah, let's, on the first pit stop we'll go with the soft and soft, because we have 2 sets which we haven't used. So let's see how many laps we can get out of this. Our target was 15, so if we get 15 out of these, we still have another 17 to go. I think we should be able to do 2 stops. Yeah, let's do that, because I don't think we are going to get anywhere driving like this. Also, tires are getting warm very quickly here, so temperatures are high here. Keeping them cool would be a problem. Yeah, 28 degrees. See, front runners already gone onto the soft tires. Lap 9, 8 basically. And we are trying to cool our tires already. Okay. We are nowhere near. People are pitting and still coming out in front. Yeah, I think softer tires, faster tires are the option here. That is probably why we are struggling. Yeah, our usual strategy is to sort of stay out long and then pit fewer than everyone else. I think that is the wrong strategy for this track. This strategy is probably only going to maybe mess up a few people's races, but it's not a strategy that's good for. Okay, let's see how this goes. If you can get close to Barthélemy, who hasn't pitted, we are sort of in the same area, same strategy. So I need him to be closer to Barthélemy. He's about 4 seconds behind. Yeah, if he can get closer, that could mean, yeah, that could mean nothing really, if I'm honest. He's holding up few people here, as you can see. Diavila, Bourguignon, they are on better tires, fresher tires after having pitted already. And they are struggling to get past. Well, they are not struggling now, but they were. Okay, he has dropped 2 places. And a third probably as well. Okay, now we should seriously consider pitting. 9 and 10. If the race stops now, I'll be happy with that, I think. Marlene, make sure Hamilton doesn't get past you, because he's been an annoying thorn in our side. Zach Hamilton. Diavila. Yeah, he's already pitted. Yeah, everybody in front has pitted at least once. We are still going. Okay, who wants to go first? Lap 17. Okay, starting to struggle. Now the question is, you have 21 laps to go. 11 and 10. Yeah, I think it's doable, even for him. But we need good pit stops. Good stop, yes. Okay, maybe push a bit on the fuel, but don't push on the tires. Marlene, where are you? You are also struggling. You'll also get the soft tire. She might actually do a better job, because she's smoother, obviously. Yep, we are changing your tires. Don't worry. Good stop. See, she has come out in front of whoever it was. Okay, push on the fuel. Somebody's come out on the super soft. El Sadat. So if she can just keep that guy behind, because he's got faster tires, we can disrupt his race, and that could help out Cristiano, I think. I don't know if it makes sense, but we'll see. So now everybody has to pit again. We can be more aggressive on the tires at least. We have to get 10 laps out of these tires. We pitted lap 16 and 17. So he's been out on this tire for a bit. We won't push on the tires because they will heat up very quickly. They're already getting hot, even under normal temperatures. Somebody just pitted. See, De Graaf is very thin on his tires. Where is he? See, he's got 13% left. His pace hasn't dropped, so he's going in now. Definitely, yeah. So he's gone at 10%. So he can actually use the soft tire for about 10%. And she's also in at 10%, 18%. She's in earlier. Now they are probably going to the end with these tires. Okay, interesting. We still have to pit again. I don't know, a lot of people will be pitting again, but the front runners have all pitted twice, and I don't think they plan on pitting again. I don't know what we can get out of this race. Okay, push on the fuel, don't worry about the tires. So lap 26 and lap 27. Yeah, I can see you're struggling. Al Sadat has managed to get past you, but he's got a dodgy car. Plus he'll also pit again because he's on the softer tires. Just keep this guy behind you, Parthenon. He's on the slower tire. Yeah, the Panther is a faster car. Your tire deck is through. Yeah, maybe ease up on the tires. Your tires are cooking. It's impossible to keep the tires cool here. This is hard. Hard work. See, a lot of people are pitting on the mediums. So this is already lap 26. We can pit him if we want. Now we have to find the right time to do so. Pascal Becker. So everybody is going on the soft tire. See, the difference between us and the big teams is they went first stint on the on the super softs, the qualifying tire, and we went on the hard tire. The parts, yeah, they look fine. Okay, people, good stop needed. Thank you. Drive normally and try to make sure the tires don't get hot. Arlene, you can come in as well. Yeah, unfortunately we can't really do anything. I think we are going to finish outside the points again. Yeah, pit crew has done a good job today. No problems from them. But yeah, you can see 17 and 12. That's about it really. Hopefully Cristiano can get ahead. See, Bergman is all the way up into second place. That is not cool. Marlene once again looks like she'll struggle to score any points. See, Bergman has pitted and he's come out in 5th place. Maybe Barthélemy, when he pits, we might be able to jump him. But yeah, 11th is probably what we are looking at. No, he's still come out in front of us. How far ahead was he? Okay, this is bad. I mean, I can change you with what? Pitting you? Already pitted more than everyone else, it seems. Yeah, I can't really get this track sorted. I need to figure out how we can get something out of Singapore. See, De Graaf is so far ahead, he can pit and still come out comfortably behind us. I mean, in front of us. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else we can do here. Tires are getting hot already. See, that's the problem. You go on the faster tires, they get hot. You go on the slower tires. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. You go on the slow tires, they're too slow, so staying out doesn't make any difference. And nobody's going to pit now. Even probably Hashimoto is not going to pit. You should be okay. 2 laps to go. And just back off. There's no point. I don't want another retirement. Although it doesn't really make any difference. Yikes. Bad result again. Where are the 2 Panthers? Parthenon is behind, so Diavila will score good points today. 7th place. So they'll cut our lead quite a bit. We're 20 something ahead of them, so 23 I think maybe. She's getting blue flags. That's how bad things are. Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, Marlene, she can't really do anything. Here comes Cristiano, one of the last people to finish. Alright, 12th is not alright, buddy. Well, at least he's happy. Singapore, seriously. If they next time, if I have money, I'm pushing for removal of Singapore. Yeah, maybe we should have done that as well. Yeah, get rid of this track. We'll come back when we have like the best front wing and the best gearbox and stuff. Yeah, we could push that motion. Yeah, maybe next season. Well, save up the votes. We have extra vote from Uncle Bernie. We'll push to get this removed. Yeah, I'm not being political now. We're still 4th, 17 ahead. Ooh, it's getting close. We might lose 4th place. It's really annoying. Yeah, currently with our setup, I think it's probably better to get rid of Singapore altogether. Boss is unhappy. did not make much money. We made some money during qualifying, so that's why we are in the plus. Okay, another dreadful performance in Singapore. Next up is Australia, and it's also dry. Come on, this track we do well if it rains. We have won now. We got our first win here. Brazil is also dry. Yeah, it's unlikely to rain in Dubai. Munich it tends to rain, so maybe. So I think holding on to fourth looks difficult as well at this point. So we'll probably just focus on next year's car as much as possible. Although we can't really make much more stuff, but we'll try. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you for the next event in Sydney.